So this weekend, Fox News was completely off the deep end in a hilarious amalgam of calculated cancel culture complaints and possibly even drunken hosts again. Yes, I'm talking about Jeanine Pirro. So let's take a quick tour through all of it. Now, I have to tell you, I expected right-wing media to get really, really nuts when Donald Trump left. And there were a lot of different reasons for that. Some of them were political, some of them were financial, some of them were the personal sort of goals of individuals wanting to maintain proximity to power in different ways or whatever. I didn't think it would be this cartoonish. So first of all, Judge Jeanine Pirro, she's a former judge and host on Fox News. She hosted Republican Senator Rand Paul, who at this point is comically not credible as an individual. And Rand Paul asserted without any evidence, because of Joe Biden and Hunter Biden's alleged connections to China, if China nuked the United States, Joe Biden might not even respond. What? Joe Biden would do nothing if the U.S. was nuked? What are you talking about, Rand? Yes, that's what he's saying. Take a look.
Real question. There has been question also of Hunter Biden's and the Biden family ties to Chinese business. And there may be something that they consider that they have an in with the Bidens that will cause them not to respond to any kind of nuclear aggression. I hope not.
Now, of course, that claim was made, as you can probably tell, completely without any evidence whatsoever. The idea that Biden would do nothing if China nuked the United States is so absurd as a thing for a sitting senator to say, that the discussion we should be having is whether Rand Paul should or can be expelled from the Senate rather than whether there's any merit to what he's saying. And then a seemingly drunk again. I mean, this is not the first time this has happened. An unbalanced Judge Jeanine Pirro talks about cancel culture, but fails to mention her own network canceled Lou Dobbs the day before. Take a look.
You're the weak ones. You're the unfaithful ones. You don't deserve a job with 3 months off.
So an entire segment about they'll never cancel me and canceling this and canceling that, shutting down the other thing. Not a single mention of Lou Dobbs being canceled by Fox News. That's really the only prominent Republican cancellation I can think of recently. Josh Hawley not getting to do a book with a private company. That's not a cancellation. That's called business. But no mention of the Lou Dobbs cancellation. Then on another show on this same Saturday night, Jesse Waters, who's another host at Fox News, brings in Dog the Bounty Hunter for political analysis about a supposed crime wave being driven by Joe Biden, even though Biden's done nothing of the sort. Now, Dog is not totally coherent here, but I have to give Dog credit. He didn't feed into the framing of the segment as much as I would have expected him to. And he actually said, let's see what Joe Biden does. I hope Joe Biden does well. You'll hear a lot of very strange noises in the background. Dog wearing sunglasses. I mean, it's all very weird, but Dog doesn't jump in full head first the way I thought he was going to.
For more on this, Dog the Bounty Hunter, Dwayne Dog Chapman. All right. Do you agree with my assessment, those four things that are driving the crime wave? And what are we going to do about it?
Well, yes, kind of, I agree. I just don't think there's that much gloom and doom. But, I'd like to, everyone is waiting to see what President Biden's crime plan is. We hope that he's solid on crime and not that he's soft on it. We want him, of course, to back the blue. We want officers protected. We want our civil rights protected. And we're going into, I'm an optimist, so I'm excited about going into the new, new realm for America right now. I want to see what President Biden has got for crime, and hoping that the prosecutors are not all soft on crime. And let's see what he's got.
Right. We want Joe Biden to be solid and not soft. But okay, I mean, thanks, Dog. At least he didn't come in and just directly slander Biden the way Jesse Waters wanted him to do. I'm guessing that's not the analysis Jesse Waters was hoping for. Jesse Waters also did an entire segment on the supposed canceling of conservatives. So Janine Pirro did a defiant segment about cancellation. Jesse Waters did a segment about cancellation of conservatives. Lo and behold, Jesse also didn't mention that Lou Dobbs just 24 hours earlier was canceled by Jesse's own network. That apparently was not an important data point in the cancellation of conservatives to make the segment. Then yesterday morning, Republican Senator Ron Johnson goes on Maria Bartiromo's show and makes all sorts of wacky speculation.
What is this impeachment all about? We now know that 45 Republican senators believe it's unconstitutional. Is this another diversionary operation? Is this meant to deflect away from potentially what the speaker knew and when she knew it? I don't know, but I'm suspicious.
Yeah, so speculation completely without any evidence there. And here's a bonus segment. This is Ron Johnson referring to this is I've never heard this before. He referred to my birth country of Argentina as Argentita. I don't know why. I absolutely love this. Bonus clip for you from yesterday morning.
A study that came in just the day before out of Argentina.
So as you can see, a lot of chaos coming out of Argentina affecting the United States right now. And I will be calling my relatives to figure out what exactly is happening down there. I need to know. Really strange stuff happening on Fox News. And Fox News is in this interesting little place where they are trying to figure out how do we, what are we? There's almost like an identity crisis on Fox News. On the one hand, by acknowledging that Joe Biden won, we lost a bunch of our audience to Newsmax and OAN. On the other hand, if we go crazier right, it's hard to go crazier right without getting into the types of conspiracy theories that get you sued, like about Dominion voting machines, Smartmatic, or whatever. At the same time, if we don't go right, we might keep losing audience. It's not an enviable position for me to be where Fox News is right now. But that's partially because my morality would never let me work at Fox News in the first place. So I'm probably not the right person to be commenting. But the next few months are going to be very interesting to watch the dynamics of right-wing media. And you know what? There's a excellent book. I don't even know if this book is in print still. I was able to get a copy when I taught that class, when I taught a college class about media literacy and other things. I got a copy of this book called Waves of Rancor. And is it rancor or rancor? I never knew how to say that word. In any case, the book is basically about the history of right-wing media. And it goes back to talking about, Father Coughlin and how a lot of right-wing radio started with a religious orientation and it's very, very interesting. And there are sort of like these main eras that are of significant change to right-wing media and how the right has used various types of airwaves and methods of communication for advancing their agenda. We may be in a realignment right now. And the realignment is a combination of things. It's the rift in the Republican Party between Trumpism and non-Trumpism affecting how these different media outlets relate to each other and to the real world, combined with the actual repercussions that some are experiencing for violating terms and conditions on a variety of different platforms. So we could be, I don't know what the next 6 months will bring. I do think part of it will depend on whether Donald Trump launches this third party. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more later on in the program.